Hi, welcome back to Shoestring 101, where we talk about marketing principles that are timeless that you can use whether you're using the newest tip or trick from the internet or whether you're going back to just plain old word of mouth. Well, here's what I wanted to talk about today. This is a marketing principle that I learned as a very young man. I was, I think, 19 years of age and began a little lawn aeration company on the side while I was going to school and also working my martial arts studio business. I had started my martial arts studio when I was 18, and it's been in continuous operation. But here's what it looks like when you are face to face with somebody. Okay, face to face, you get one shot and are able to make one pitch, but it's the most effective that it can be. Okay, the most effective that you can be is one to one. However, sometimes if you're talking one to one with the wrong person, you're wasting your time. Okay, and this is what I found out. I found out that if I was going to sell my lawn aeration services, I'd have to find a unique intersection of customer. I'd have to know, let me see if I can get this up here. I'd have to find a customer that gave a crap about his lawn, that had the money to pay me, and that didn't have the time or the inclination to do it himself. And of course, if only one or two of these qualities were present, I didn't have a customer. You know, if they give a crap about their lawn and they've got the money, but they also have the time or have the inclination to do it on their own, why then they'd say, no, I'll do it myself. Uh, if they give a crap about their lawn and they don't have time to do it, but they don't have the money, well, they're not a customer for me either. Or if they are a customer, they're going to be trying to talk me down. If they have the money and they don't have the time to do it, but they don't give a crap, well, so what, right? But right there in the middle was the intersection, or right there in the three circles is the magic intersection of where my customer was. So here's the problem. I couldn't know what kind of customer I was looking for or I was looking at when I knocked on a door and handed them a flyer. I didn't know if they met that magical intersection or not. And I could guess. I go to a neighborhood, and if they had really crappy looking lawns, I rule them out. Okay, because obviously, if they're all the neighborhood is crappy looking, nobody there really cares. Okay, I could also go into really nice looking neighborhoods, really nice lawns, but I'd find out that it was almost totally populated by retirees and folks that took pride in both saving money and doing things around the house and needed something to do, and so those were not my customers either. Sometimes in nice neighborhoods, I'd find that folks didn't have time to do it themselves, but they also didn't have money. They didn't have money because they were working two jobs to keep up appearances. So, anyway, here's what happened. I got tired of knocking on doors. And so what I did was I placed an ad in the Thrifty Nickel. The Thrifty Nickel is a newspaper in Colorado Springs. It's now called American Classifieds, but it was called Thrifty Nickel at the time. And it was completely classified ads. And what I did was I put up an advertisement saying, hey, I'll come to your house and do aeration. Most lawns are $30. And this is actually kind of generous. What this looks like right here. I actually only got 3 calls. I got 2 guys from here, and I got 1 guy from over here, and everything else was a miss. All right, but I noticed something kind of interesting. What I noticed was that both I'm sorry, 2 of those people that called me were on the very same street. And the other fellow that called me was in a very nearby neighborhood. So guess what? I went back to those neighborhoods, went up and down those streets with my flyers and presented them face to face, and I got bullseye after bullseye. Okay, I think I made some grave grammar error here. But the point is, I got one bullseye after another because I was shooting the fish in the proper barrel. You understand? So that's a marketing principle that worked back in 1986 that still works today, uh, more efficiently even because of what the internet has made available to us. But again, it's a principle. We'll talk about how I use this principle for both offline and online marketing in some of our future videos. Okay? All right. This is Shoestring 101. And by the way, if you want to get up to date videos and blogs and information, just subscribe below. And please add your comments and your questions. And I'd like to make this a personal two-way conversation. All right, thanks.